Welcome to Fast Black, Quick to React.
Fast, black, quick to react. Let me tell y'all something. I've been studying, hear what I say, studying this Carlee Russell situation, right? I've been studying this and going by what the people say, what the people think. You know, the general consensus of what happened, what should happen, and what we all think about it, right? Now, Carlee, as I told y'all before, I don't know this to be true. These are my thoughts. She's a spoiled brat. Period. Right? Ain't never been out there in the world. Ain't never been out there in the streets. Don't know nothing about that. She been in the house eating snacks, sitting around her mom and them. Right? So now she's in trouble, big trouble, and her mother is enabling the bull. That is why she is the way she is. I told you that before. In case y'all didn't know, I do part-time psychology on the side, right? So now what I've been told, I've been seeing, I've been reading, I've been hearing, that her and her mom went to Atlanta. They came down here with that mess, right? For their safety, for fear, I guess somebody done been threatening them or something, right? It wouldn't be, people would, because we're humans, humanity would stand by your side if you just said, girl, look, y'all, I was tripping. This is my first time in love. I believed everything the man said to me. He lied to me. My heart was broke. I ain't know what to do. I lost my mind temporarily. Say something so you can tug on our heartstrings, because we done all been there. Now, we ain't went and made up a big story like that. We done all been there. You lying if you ain't. As a woman, it's some man, whether he's worth it or not, that you lost your mind about temporarily. Temporarily. And if you didn't, you thought about it, was about to. Okay? That's life. That's life. That's life. Now, did anybody go to that extreme? Probably not, right? She went all the way over there. She went all the way over there with it, right? But if you would talk, because she's a young girl, we can forgive her. She's young, 24, 25. She's young. She's stupid young. She's at the stupid young phase. You know, when you're young and you do stupid shit, she's at that phase, right? We can forgive you if you speak. But because your mama keep up with the lie and keep saying you was fighting for your life, you making people not like you. You making people not believe you. You make people not want to be on your side. See, if you was to come out and say, listen, Carlee, if you're listening. If you come out to the people, you have somebody on your side, some activist of some sort, on your side, and your preacher on the other side, have your pastor on the other side, your mama and them back in the background, and say, listen, America, especially black America, I'm so sorry. I realize the damage that I have caused and the ramifications of what I did could cause someone else harm or to not be looked for in the future. I am so sorry for that. That was stupid. I was in love. My mind was messed up. I take full responsibility for what I did. I'm sorry. Say that. Something like that. And the people will start to come around. But you run around hiding, ain't saying nothing, ain't talking to the police. You know, like you real clever. It makes people dislike you. Okay? Your mom, again, is enabling, right? Her mom is enabling, right? And it's sad because you're supposed to groom your child and mold them the way you want them to be. Right? And I knew when I was looking at the daddy was sitting there looking like, I'm just sitting here going on with this bullshit. I'm just sitting here because this is my wife and that's my little dumbass daughter. And I'm just going to sit right here and be the supportive husband / father. That's the look he had in his eye. Right? He didn't say nothing. He nodded his head a couple, 2, 3 times. Mama did all the talking. Mama run that household. Mama run that household. She got to. Because any black man, I got uncles, right? I ain't know my daddy. He died. But the way they described him, he wouldn't have went for that, right? Any man would be like, you did what? You was where? Girl, sit down over there somewhere. Let me handle this. And he then proceeded to handle it. Talking to the authorities, getting you the proper help. No, mama gonna go lay down with the lie. She gonna die with the lie. That's why you like that. That's why you like that. But anyway, what I have found out that there could be, these could be the charges that she could be faced with some point this week, because they said early this week, right? Now let me say this one more time. The police chief or the mayor, whoever that was reading. They were very polite in their speaking. They were very polite. They did everything but say, she lying. They didn't say that. They just said, here's the evidence in a very nice way. I would have been like, girl, she lying. She lying like a motherfucker. She lying, right? They didn't say that. So these are the charges. And I added one. This is what I heard. Theft, lying to authorities, filing a false police report. But I also added inducing panic, because that's what she did. You had the whole world looking for you. You had the whole United States looking for you, especially social media. Social media is the best thing and the worst thing that ever happened to us, right? You had everybody posting, reposting, people praying, forming groups. I watched a video. What's this lady's name? I think her name was Ashley. What is her name? I wrote it down. I did. Angela Harris. Angela Harris led the search. White woman. Formed all these people, gathered everybody. She gathered everybody to look for Carlee. Why? Because her daughter was missing and found dead. Right? So she took the charge. Carlee's mama called her and said, would you do this? You asked these people to do this, and then have you called this woman and said, I'm sorry? Or have you said anything to the woman, right? Angela Harris. And I watched her video. She was in tears. Of course, her daughter's not here anymore. So she felt compassion. She felt a way, because her child is not here, and we gonna find Carlee. And God dog it, she got the folks came together to look for your little stupid self, right? Well, anyway, I watched that video, and don't seem like to be no apologies from Mama now. Even if you believe that your daughter was fighting for her life, you should have said, we sorry, but she here now. Right? Say something, right? They ain't saying nothing. Which is good. Now they have hired an attorney. I wrote his name down. What is his name? What is the attorney's name? His name was, I want to say it's Anthony Emery. Emery Anthony. Oh, he had two first names or two last names. Emery Anthony is their lawyer. He's a high-profile lawyer down there in the Birmingham. Okay? Black man. All right? I like to see what he going to do with this. Because I like to see what he going to do with this, because she's clearly guilty. Now, you know, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. She's guilty. You know, we ain't going to even got to go through the tape again. The baby walking up and down the highway for 600 yards. We ain't got to go through all that, because all that's nonsense. We know that's nonsense. All that is nonsense, right? Right now, we trying to figure out what we going to do with Carlee. What is we going to do with Carlee, right? I can tell you this. Her nursing career is over. Whether she was in school or whatever, that's over with. That's over with. State board of nursing don't play all that. Tell you about that later. How I know firsthand, right? And then I saw this on TikTok too. They brought up her tweets, right? And you know, when people are tweeting, I never tweet. I may comment on something, maybe, very rarely though. I don't really do much. I just look on Twitter. I don't really do too much, right? But people are digging around like they do, and found some tweets that shows who her character is, right? Such as if she don't get her way, she's running away. What was the other tweet? She needs to go to a hotel for about 48 hours. Now these are all tweets that she made, right? That shows her character and what she would do in a crisis. She doesn't being ignored, and this is what started all this. In my opinion, this is my opinion, being ignored is a huge trigger for me. That's her tweet, not mine, hers. Being ignored is a huge trigger. See, Buddy was, Buddy, young dude. See, I don't know why young women think that it's very rare to be. I'm a realist. Even though I was in a relationship at that age, that's rare that they're gonna be totally faithful to you. Now, at my age, they weren't unfaithful, but they were, I'll take that back. But initially, the first 1 or 2 boyfriends at that age, they weren't unfaithful, but they were very, very controlling. They didn't have to be faithful. They were usually controlling me, right? But a nice looking man, nice looking young man in today's society, I believe, does not know or want to be faithful to one woman. That's just my opinion. So if he goes wherever he goes and does whatever he does, you have to either one, deal with it, or two, leave him alone. Real simple, right? And so she said when she's ignored, it's a trigger. So he word on the curb is there was a stripper that he was entertaining. He was having conversations and situations with, right? Carlee, being the young, spoiled girl that she is, didn't understand why he didn't want her. See, a lot of times when you think you're too cute, you don't understand why he don't want you. It ain't got nothing really to do with looks. It doesn't. I'm convinced that cheating and having extra situations don't have nothing to do with looks. This is just what they want to do at the time. They want to do what they want to do. Period. They want to do what they want to do, right? She don't know that. Her mama should have been giving her that piece of game. But because mama been with daddy, mama might not know that. Because I don't know how long mama and daddy been together. I don't know how long they've been together. I'd like to know how long they're going to stay together after this debacle, right? Because I know they got to have some bedroom conversations about this. This is your child doing stupid stuff in front of the whole world to see and may possibly go to jail. You got to be having some type of conversations about this, right? So the other tweet was, this weekend is about to be a movie. And then she talks about, we all know that she's taking what's her favorite movie. And her job get on her nerves. Well, we all say that your job get on your nerves. That's not really a big deal. But in light of all the stuff that they say she's done, now I hear she's embezzled. Besides looking up how to take money out of a cash register, stealing the robe and the house shoes, whatever little something, she's tiling the robe, whatever it was they say she took from her job. She works at a spa. Now it's saying, that she get on the job, get on her nerves. Well, everybody's job get on their nerves at some point, right? So that's not really a big deal to me. What's a big deal is the fact that her mama done shifting her all around and still staying up with the lie. And you setting a dangerous precedent for your child. If you don't teach your child that there's consequences and things happen when you do stuff wrong. When you do wrong stuff, there's consequences to that, right? She need to know that. And you're not helping her by running her around and swisking her away and not allowing the police to talk to her. You're not teaching her that. But I am glad that they got a lawyer, because they darn sure going to need one, right? I've been trying to think, right? This is the worst. I believe this is the worst. This is way worse than Jussie Smollett. This is the worst, embarrassing, stupidest situation that we've had in Black America nationally for everybody to see. I think this is the worst. I think it might be the worst in history. Can y'all think of something else? Drop down in the comments and let me know. I think this is pretty bad because we have social media. If it just happened down in Hoover, Birmingham, Montgomery, wherever, it'd just be down there in the southern region somewhere. This is all over. And then her mom and them went on NBC. Like, that was so stupid. If you know that you lying, and a lot of times people think they can convince the world of their lie, right? Only person you can convince of your lie is your husband that was sitting right there. You can't. We was not convinced, ma'am. We was not convinced, and you're teaching your daughter the wrong thing. At some point, you have to pay for your behaviors. You get rewarded for good, you get punished for bad. Real simple. So y'all, we're going to keep looking at this. I'm expecting something to happen Monday, Tuesday, no later than Wednesday. I'm going to say Wednesday because it was last Wednesday when they did the press conference. I'm going to say by Wednesday charges will be filed. That's what I'm going to say, y'all. Anyway, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And welcome to, listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. Y'all is making me so happy right now, right? New subscribers, welcome. Soon as I get 1,000, I'm going live. I can't wait to go live to meet everybody, talk to everybody. I can't wait. Now, also, I have another channel over there, Jackie with a Q, okay? A couple years in on that one. I'm still relatively a new YouTuber, right? So, I'm just trying to do what I can do, okay? So, y'all, welcome to Fast Black, Quick to React. Go on over there to Jackie with a Q and like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe over there. All right? Happy Sunday.
Welcome to Fast Black, Quick to React.